Hello, I hope you're having a great day. So today consisted of picking some more tulips. You've seen them before, they're the red and yellow ones. And I do see some pink tulips starting to come up, so hopefully I have those soon. So in a minute, I am going to show you how I get a longer stem on a tulip. I didn't know it at first, and I was just cutting off the bulb every time, but you actually get like quite a bit more stem if you just slice the bulb and then pull the tulip out, and it's pretty quick. So I think that was a neighbor. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I did that, just in case there's anybody that doesn't know. And then I have all of my plants lined up out here that I'm hardening off. I would love to put that batch over there in the ground, but because of all the rain, it is really muddy still. So I don't know. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow and then the next day. And then I think it skips a day, rains, and then it's like 80s. Like we missed the 70-degree mark. Like it just shoots into 80 degrees as the high and 60s as the low. Which is exciting. That means like our last frost date is usually, I kind of think about it about May 16th. And so far as of today, looking into the future, I see no frost, which means it's probably pretty safe to start putting everything out. And obviously I'm going to start with the cooler things like my delphinium, my scabiosa. I've already put some snapdragons out, my yarrow. So I'm going to start doing stuff like that. I might be transplanting some of my lavender and getting those tasks done, because I really don't want to put things like amaranth out or anything like that. They don't really like it until the soil's 70 degrees anyway. So why rush it? But I could start hardening them off. So I need to start getting more and more stuff out here. It's just when it rains and it's cloudy all day and you can't really take them out to harden them off, I figure they're better off at home under the grow lights. So I brought a few things out today. I brought just those 4 trays of their scabiosa and some echinacea, which my echinacea is coming in pretty good, so I probably won't need it all. We'll see. And then I'll just see where it goes. Like I would love to go and start digging up my lavender or my delphinium today, but it's just too muddy. I can't. So I'm going to have to come up with what I can do today. I do have an interview on the KNIA KRLS radio station. I think they're just going to ask me what it is I actually do and a little bit about my farm. So I'm going in there this afternoon. And then it's a Knoxville, I think Knoxville, Pella, Indianola radio station. And I know my friend down in Sheraton got it because she tuned into it to see if she could listen in. So that makes me a little nervous. I don't know they didn't give me any questions that they were going to ask or anything, but I mean, I do know what I do out here on the farm, so I'll just answer what I can. And then I have about, I think, 8 bouquet orders, and I think I'm going to have to start saying no to bouquet orders. I do have 2 more batches of tulips. Some of them are really short, but I have noticed they grow a little bit. So like a medium-sized vase or a shorter vase, they look really good in. I have about probably 80 of those, and then I have like 80 taller ones. And I already have, I think I already have about 200 to 300 tulips spoken for. And that's pretty much going to take up what's in my fridge and what I have left. So I definitely want more tulips next year. I'm going to look into ordering my tulips in the next week, because that's when you have to order them. And I did do that last year, and I still only got 50% of what I ordered. I ordered 1,500 tulips, and I only got 700 tulips in. So less than 50% actually. And then of those 700 tulips, 300 tulips didn't perform the way that they should have, especially since we got plenty of rain. I put all the tulips in the same trench, and they were all the same depth. And some tulips did really well, and some stayed really short that shouldn't have. So I really do think it was the conditioning of the bulb. We had adequate rainfall, and like I said, tulips right next to the other tulips did amazing, and then those just didn't do that well. So I am going to look into getting my bulbs somewhere else this year, which is always a little scary because now I'm at the bottom of the list at when I will get them, and you know, the varieties I get, I might be at the bottom of the list. But I'm hoping to put that order in now, and hopefully, I don't know what to do really. You know, I could order 3,000 tulips, and then if I only get 1,500, I'd be happy, but I'm not sure that I want to bear the cost of 3,000 tulips because I'm not sure that I can push 3,000 tulips out if I actually get all those bulbs. So I don't know if it was kind of a supply problem. I heard a lot of flower farmers having that problem last year, and I know that people say to order extra, but geez, when you order 1,500 and you only get 700, you know, I am guessing 1,500 would be good for my area and where I'm at right now. I know I can send out business cards and probably push more sales, but I mean, to order 3,000 tulips because I might get 1,500, I mean, that seems like a lot of excess. So I don't really know what to do yet. I might put in an order again for 1,500 through another company and hope for the best. Maybe this year I'll up it to 2,000. And just maybe I'll do 3,000. I don't know. We'll see. I'll start looking at the order process. I do have some good ideas from that video yesterday at Tulip Time. I love that they have that walkway, and then they have all the labels of the tulips, and I feel like there's big batches of each one of those varieties, and then they let you know the name of them on that walkway so that as you're going around, you know which tulips they are. So isn't that cool? They did a really good job over there. I know they put a lot of work in every year putting those bulbs in. I was happy with the tulips. They've done really well, and they start getting you out there in the beginning. So I didn't send out my cards to all the businesses because I was afraid I'd run out, and I didn't want people ordering all these tulips and me having to say no. So I'm going to wait until my bigger crops. I'm going to send out my postcards and get all my flowers available online for wholesalers. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just ready to put all these plants in the field as soon as it dries up enough. Okay, so I'll just show you really quick on this table here. I've got my tulip, and normally I would just cut it off right here, maybe right here. But if you look, I've got this entire amount is actually bulb. So if I just take my snips and go like that, then you can kind of just like peel it apart like an onion, and you see your tulip stem in there. And then I just pull it up because the rest of it is just roots. So that pulls it off right from the root. And look at that. In comparison, if anyone has snips, it's about the entire length of your snips. So probably an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter more on that tulip stem. So that was a really good trick. I'm glad I had some of my YouTube people point that out to me. Just cut the bulb, and that's what I did, and it's fairly easy and fairly fast. I went through and just cut them all and then flipped them open and then pulled them out and washed them. It didn't take very long at all. Okay, here are our Base Life tulips. They actually just stayed in here in the cold, and they're getting kind of brown tips on them. They all are roughly getting brown tips at the same time. But this one down here does look worse, and that one was bulb in water unwrapped. So it was not wrapped in newspaper, and it was just bulb in water. It is still the tightest one though, closed wise. The rest of them are starting to open. So maybe I'll just take them home today, put them in warm water or warm air, see if they open. Obviously they're not going to be at their prime. And then see when the petals start to fall off. And we'll see which one did the best. So these really opened up. And the worst looking one so far is this little one. That was the bulb in water that wasn't wrapped in newspaper. I've done many with the bulb and water wrapped in newspaper that actually look a lot better than that though. So that might have been a bad tulip for the test, but for the most part, most of them are looking roughly the same. I mean, not much difference. Finally getting some trays of yarrow done. I've got the yarrow's Parco and yarrow's the Pearl. They're supposed to do the best in the Midwest. And also I did some Colorado and summer pastos. And a succession of snapdragons. Rocket, Potomac, Opus, Monaco. And these are my groups 3 and 4 snapdragons. So the interview at the radio station went really well. Everybody was really nice. It was kind of fun to do it. And after that, I saw that I didn't have any of my summer stuff out. So I put some of my stuff out and started weeding. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, like all day, and then the next day too. So I decided that why put a bunch of stuff out just to have it just poured on. So anyway, that's what I did for the rest of the day. Now it's gonna rain for 2 days, but I have bouquets to make, and then it's Mother's Day weekend, and we'll get crazy. Everything needs to go in the field now. Yay! I'm so excited. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day.